talking about this Yamaha e-drum and my upgrades that I've done to it. Yes, this is a Yamaha DTX522 module. This is the DTX522 electronic drum kit. It doesn't look like it, but it is. It came on a rack, and it had a cymbal, a 10-inch cymbal pad, a 10-inch crash pad, and a 13-inch rod. Well, the very first thing I did to it was I upgraded the hi-hat pad that goes on a real stand, a hi-hat stand. And that was good because the hi-hat pad, the 10-inch pad that comes with it, then you can utilize as a second crash. So now it gives you two 10-inch crashes, 13-inch rod, and 13-inch hi-hat. So I played on that for a while. I played on that until I got tired of those 10-inch crashes. The 10-inch crashes are not hooked up in the center, and they do not move like this. They don't have rocking action like that. So what I did was I ordered two 13-inch pads, and I actually got those 10-inch pads on eBay. I'm selling them. I sold the hi-hat controller, and I also sold the rack. The rack sold. These parts sell, you know. When it comes to electronic drums, you only get so much lifespan out of them. You know, these pads will only last for so long until they stop working. They're good until they stop working, so make sure you sell your old gear to somebody else. Help to pay for your new investment a little bit and give them a break on theirs. So after I upgraded these crashes, I decided it was time to ditch the rack. First crash on a stand, you can hook the module up to that like I did here, using a Gibraltar clamp like I talked about in another video. And then I used the three-way Pearl adapter attached the two toms, and then another Pearl adapter to hook up this tom here right to the ride stand. Well, then I got this cymbal stand in here. So instead of hooking up the crash to the tom stand, I decided to just take that pipe off and use a separate cymbal stand for the second crash. I was running the Pearl, but now I got this Gibraltar pedal with a wooden beater, and it is very nice. It's a very smooth pedal. Now, as you can see here, yeah, I'm using a Piccolo Snare. This is like a hybrid setup. Using a 13-inch Piccolo Snare, and I utilize the snare pad as a fourth tom. I've been doing this way because I always feel like I have to hit this thing hard to get any kind of real power out of it. So I brought this snare over, and I got so much more power. I could just barely tap this now. barely, very lightly tap this now and get the volume I was getting out of this. But this makes an incredible tom pad. So I could run a hybrid setup like this, or if I choose, and I do, this from my other band, we're recording our album, and I can just bring this over here and play like normal. We record because this module does have MIDI, so we can run MIDI out into the computer and I can record this way. So it's great to have your snare pad on a tom stand like this. And then I can just put it back. I really like playing a hybrid kit like this. I get a lot of power out of the snare. And having the extra tom, the low end tom, is very, very cool. And then I have a tablet mount back there. That is a Gibraltar part attached to the double tom stand going up, and I can adjust that any way. I found that to be the best spot. It's right at eye level and it's out of the way, but it's within reach, so I can put music on. On this side of the kit, I've got everything tied into a power strip, and that's really the best way to do it. You can, when you're done, just turn the strip off and everything will shut off, including the light. That is the light that I use. That is a very bright daylight. I actually had to put I ran tape around that shade just to block the light because it's so bright. But I need a bright light to do these videos. And that works. That actually delivers enough light, so I don't have to have fancy lighting equipment. And then I got smart. And I did pick up this table here because you need some table space to put your stuff. And that is a Mackie Mix 5 mixer. I have the drums plugged in here. The tablet is plugged in here. And it goes out into the PA. Now this Mackie Mix 5 does not have a power switch. So again, that's why I reiterate, plug all of your stuff into a power strip, and then you can just turn the switch off and everything powers off and it's safe. And then beside the stick holder, you can use a Pearl adapter. Makes a great hook. All the stands are the same. So this is the kit. And it works really well. I really am happy with this, the way it came out. Because I did all the modifications to it, it's unique and it's different. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop talking, and I'm going to do a close-up overview of this whole kit.